Hi everybody, I hope you're all doing great. Today I'm finally ready to talk about twin flames and my own journey regarding this whole process. And to be quite honest, this has been the most extraordinary journey I've ever been on, first. Secondly, it's just it's also one of the hardest things I've had to go through, and I'm still going through it. So that being said, I started my YouTube channel because I felt like I wanted to share my own experience. I wanted to share this journey to help you guys on your own journey, because to me I was so lost and still am so lost if it weren't for YouTube and for other people sharing their own experiences and then sort of having a comparison. Oh well, yeah, that's what's actually going on with me, or sort of getting the confirmation, wow, this is what has been happening to me. And I found that very helpful, and I don't even know how people did that sort of process without all the information you can get nowadays with the technology. And I'm very, very grateful for that, because I still haven't found my tribe in the human world. So I haven't found the people, the tribe that I truly belong to, where I really feel home, and where I can actually talk about these topics, because there's almost nothing more that I want than to connect with people and talk about these things. And yeah, again, that's why I started the YouTube channel, just to help you guys, and also help myself, because while talking about it, it also helps me. Sometimes I watch my own videos and be like, oh, that was good advice. Or to see my own process, to see where I came from, where I am now. So yeah, that's that. And I would love for you to write comments if you want to see a specific topic, or yeah, something. And today I woke up, and the past couple of days have been really rough. There's been a lot of stuff that wants to clear, and mostly it's my very, very deep topic of not feeling accepted and not feeling that I fit in any kind of group, but really wanting to belong. And that was a topic that was really rough. And also, I think one of the reasons why this journey, this ascension journey, that was in my case triggered by meeting my twin flame, it opens you up so much. It opens up your heart so much that you feel so much more, because I had this wall up that prevented me from seeing stuff, that prevented me from feeling stuff. And with all of that breaking down, I really, really feel the pain, and it's freaking painful. It's freaking painful at times. I'm like, oh my God. Sometimes I'm like, I need help right now. God, please help me, because it's so intense. It's so intense. And funnily enough, when I'm in those really tough phases, God is totally coming through. He's totally coming through. This one time in the form of my aunt, who didn't even know I wasn't feeling my best at the time. And she just sent me a text out of the blue, and she really, really believes in God, maybe a little bit different than I do, like in the higher powers, but it doesn't matter, because she's just so connected that the power or the energy could let her know I'm in need right now. And she really came through, and she really delivered the message that I needed to hear at that time, which was that I wasn't alone, and that that God is always there, whether you know it or not. he's always there. And I'm just gonna say he, whichever way you perceive it. It could be a she, it could be the high energy, like for my own understanding. Also with that twin flame journey, it really came through that what I was connected to was Christ consciousness. I never would have thought that, because I don't really have the background, and I have Buddha statues all over my house, so I thought it was something like that. But it wasn't. It was Christ consciousness, and it was the Lord above. And so that's why I'm gonna say he, because that's the way it's easier for me to say these things. Yeah, but yeah. So coming back to topic, sorry, like my head is jumping all over the place. Yeah, and so I woke up this morning and I really wanted to share this message because it came through quite strongly, which was when you're on that journey of ascension, and maybe triggered by your twin flame or maybe not, but during this process you're gonna let go of a lot of things. Like your life is gonna be switched upside down. Although I had already awakening processes along the way, as I realized later when I had the huge awakening, it's nothing compared to that. I mean, you're going a different way, like entirely. Your family will, the connection to your family will change. In my case, they got even stronger because I was able to forgive, to truly let go of old stuff, and it was just beautiful. And then friends, oh man, there was a lot of stuff going on with friends where I was just being told from above, this person is no good for you. He or she doesn't serve you any longer on that path. And I was really confused about that one at first because it's tough, because you don't understand what they're saying, and sometimes the messages are so cryptic that you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. You will get there eventually, like you will understand what they're saying eventually. But I just went with it. I was like, okay, you're telling me to do this, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And turns out later on, although I was mad at first because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, but I didn't understand why I had to do it. And it turned out, sure enough, like 2 or 3 months after that, after I was like, something's off here, and that's when I realized it couldn't have been done in a better way. Like, they were so right about it. And because they see the whole picture, we tend to see only a small portion of what's going on, and they see the whole thing. Sometimes I really, really wonder how this is even possible, how they can manage to put people together, or create situations where two people meet, and like the whole circumstances of stuff is just so, I don't even know where to begin. Like this higher power is so incredibly intelligent, and it just knows what it's doing. It's crazy. And us humans, we have no understanding whatsoever of this whole process, because it's just too huge to grasp. It's amazing. It's really amazing. The more I get to know about those things, the more I understand that I don't know anything. It's just like I'm really literally not capable of grasping what's going on. And having that in mind sometimes also helps me relax in certain situations, because I know somebody's looking out for me, and because I trust in the process. And trusting for me is a hard thing to do, because I'm more on the controlling end of things. I'm like, oh, I need to hold on to it because I'm afraid I'm going to lose control of stuff. So this is quite the lesson for me as well, to just let it go and give it into somebody else's hands and just trust the whole process. It's going to be fine in the end. And yes, so that's that. There's quite a bit coming through today. The channel seems to be very, very open today. I realized last night as well, a lot of information came through for me. And yeah, as I was journaling this morning, and this is coming back to the letting go of a lot of things process. You're letting go of family issues. You're releasing what they're calling karmic. So karmic stuff, which is not only your own stuff, but which is related to your family as well. So you're resolving and healing the family line. And also apparently this is like... you can imagine like a water droplet. It's like boom, and then there's all those dung, 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 dung. And it gets bigger and bigger, like the circles this creates. And this is what happens. So you're not just healing yourself, you're healing everybody else around you as well. And I actually experienced and understood this first on the higher plane. Yeah, and that was quite amazing, where I realized we're all so connected, and everything I do has an impact, not just on my own life, but on a lot of other people's lives as well. So yeah. And coming back to the letting go, it's... yeah, you're letting go of past stuff, you're letting go of friends, you're probably going to let go of your job, you want to find your purpose, you're probably going to find your purpose. Then there's all this financial stuff that's popping up on my way anyways, where I really need to learn how to stay calm, although it's financially difficult. But there's no other way for me anyways. Like, I'm at that point right now where I can't even do a job that's not in alignment with myself, with my true self anymore. And right now I feel really compelled to do the YouTube channel. And I don't even know where that's going to lead me. Like, I have no idea. Or me renting a room, although... a room for doing the coaching and the spiritual guidance, and also the training that I'm doing. Although I know it really doesn't make sense if you're not really financially secure to be actually able to do it. I mean, this is not a great risk for me because it came quite cheap actually, but still. If I didn't have that clear guidance from above, letting me know this is it, making me feel extremely good as soon as I entered the room, and guiding me with numbers, and like I walked into this room and there was this alarm clock on sort of I don't know how you call that, on a cupboard or whatever, and it was so crazy. Like, I wasn't even planning on looking there or doing anything there, but the owner just took me into this room, which I rented now. And on the alarm clock, it showed 11:11. And I knew that this was part of my journey. And this was part of what I was supposed to do. Like, they're setting me up to do something that I'm not even aware of at this present moment, which is crazy, because then you really have to trust that process. You really have to sit in it and really, really trust. And this is hard. Like I'm a single parent. I really have to take care of my child, and I really have to make sure that we're okay, like in every way. And this is my priority, and this is also part of my deal, because I was like, this is my deal breaker. If you're not taking that into consideration, then I'm out. I don't even know if that's even a thing, if I can even say that or do that actually. But that to me is like, I feel really strongly about that. And I think what they keep letting me know is that I'm okay, that we're fine, that we're protected, that we're taken care of in every way, that there's no need to worry. And it's just sort of this, you're going blindfolded through this whole thing and being like, I don't even know where I'm going to go next. But I just have to trust that they will let me know. Yeah. So right now I'm in this, I made a lot of room because I got rid of so many old things, old relationships that didn't serve me any longer, old jobs that didn't serve me any longer. Even in my in the area of sports and in the stuff that I used to like, all that changed as well. The food area, sleep area, like exercising area, all those areas changed dramatically. So basically, like I said earlier, it was all flipped upside down. And this is crazy. And man, this is so much. It's so much. And so now I have all this room for the new to come in. But I'm sort of in this transition process where I don't know what the new is going to be yet. And this causes a lot of anxiety for me. And I'm trying to meditate and trying to find things that I like to do. Like I'm still trying everything out because it's so new. Like the stuff, again, like the stuff that I used to do and how I used to do them is just not the same. And I'm trying to figure out who I am, what I like. Is this total turnaround. And yeah, it's a lot. And yeah, but I just keep hearing, like, keep going. You're protected, keep going. And this is the message I'm going to bring you today as well. Keep going. I will keep you updated on my own process because I'm sort of curious what's going to happen along my own path as well. I'm really curious. And remember, like when you plant a seed with a D, it's not going to grow and bear fruit within a couple of weeks. Like it takes time. It takes time for you to water it, to give it the nutrition it needs, to give it that love and attention on a daily basis, like really consistently, for it to eventually grow, and then bear fruit. And this is the message I got this morning, and I'm glad I finally got it out. And this is for you guys as well. This is important. Do what is helpful to you every day. Nurture what you planted every day. Be attentive, and it will grow into this huge big thing, but it takes time. Like imagine you're chopping everything down first, and then you're sort of naked and all this bare stuff is all over and it looks horrific. Like imagine coming out of winter, like everything is gray and dark and there are no leaves on the trees, and then comes spring and you finally see the sprouts. And I'm so happy this year, and I'm so grateful for spring because I can actually watch the plants regain, like bring out. They've been in there, in the ground the whole winter and collecting strength, reorganizing maybe. I have no idea what plants do, but to me this is the perfect example. And then they bring them out, and this usually happens fairly fast. Like when you think about the whole period of the winter, it's quite long. And then all of a sudden spring hits and it just pops out. So this is great. And I'm watching my plants on my balcony because I can't wait for it to be in full bloom and to just be there. And same with me. I really want to get to that point where I'm in full bloom, and where I can totally, fully accept myself for who I am and know who I am. And from what I heard, it's a lifelong process, but I really hope that after this long stretch, there's gonna be like, I'm gonna bear fruit. I'm gonna have my leaves coming all over. And yeah, I want to see that. I definitely want to see that. And yeah, so I hope this was helpful to you. I hope this is some information that makes you understand your own process a lot better, or just like better, or yeah, that this was helpful in any way to you, to whomever this may concern. Yes, and I wish you all a wonderful day, and I'm sending you much, much love. Until next time, bye bye.